Hello there, guys. I'm your host, Bobby L, and we are back here with another lore video for my world building project, Lineaos, a symphony of two dimensions in three-dimensional space. For today's entry, we are going to learn about the major celestial and planetary bodies that govern the heavens of Lineaos, as well as their influence on the races that live on the surface, and we're also going to discuss the firmament in general. So without further ado, let's dive in. In order to understand the spheres, we have to go back to an old concept that most of you who have been following this project are probably well aware of, the cosmological and atmospheric model. As you guys are aware, this is a cross-sectional view of the world of Lineaos. For some perspective, this is an aerial view of the world of Lineaos. As one can see, the atmosphere is divided up into four sections: Kylusia, Caligos, Katagia, and Astraea. But we will not be going as high as Astraea or the two other layers. We are going to stay within Kylusia, which is also known as the firmament or the inner cosmos. So for a bit of info, Kylusia is the only observable layer of the atmosphere that you can see from the surface with the naked eye. The three other layers you cannot see. So if you look up into the sky, all you're going to see is Kylusia. The Kylusian realm is quite similar to our sky. That's where you would see, regular sky stuff and weather phenomenon like wind and clouds. But there's a very big and major difference that makes the Kylusian heavens quite different than Earth's sky. Within this region, you'll also find stars fixed into the sky. Within the stars, one may observe also constellations as well. And the most peculiar formation of all, a miniature solar system. And that said solar system is what is made up of these large spheres. So let's do a little bit of a visual experiment. So, for context, this is my backyard. And of course we have trees, and our main thing is the sky up here. The sky of Lineaos, the region known as Kylusia, is like our sky. Okay, you will see clouds. However, the sky is not bright blue like here on Earth. It is a cornflower blue. But besides all the clouds that you see and other weather phenomenon that happen here, you will also see stars fixed into the sky, and also celestial orbs orbiting around higher up. So as one can tell, the nickname Inner Cosmos is quite literal here. So now that we got that out of the way, let's meet these celestial bodies, shall we? First, we have Apollo, Ptolemy, Ares, and Cygnus. Next, we have Taurus, Grammy, Theos, and Gamma. In total, there are 8 large spheres, but 3 of those 8, as you can tell, have miniature satellites akin to Earth's moon. Ptolemy's satellite is Mobius, Taurus's is Capricorn, and Theos's satellite is Carpus. These mini-satellites orbit around their major satellite, similar to how Earth's moon orbits around our world. And speaking of orbits, this mini solar system in the sky is quite different from our solar system. Our solar system is elliptical, meaning oval-shaped orbits, which were discovered by Johannes Kepler in the Middle Ages. The spheres of Kylusia orbit within perfect circles. As the spheres orbit around and perform their celestial ballet, they end up distributing day and night across the surface below. This is because, unlike planets, these spheres act more like suns. They each have their own hue, temperature, and glow, meaning not every sphere glows the same brightness. Some shine bright like diamonds, and others are dull. The sphere's circular orbits around and above the surface of Lineaos below gives off an old idea, an idea that is outdated in our world, that the Earth at one time was the center of the cosmos. However, we found out that the Sun is the center of the cosmos. Well, our solar system. But for Lineaos, Lineaos itself is the center of the cosmos itself in this world building project. So now that we've gotten the astronomical functions of the spheres, how do they impact the creatures and races that live on the surface below? So a brief refresher, there are two intelligent species that call Lineaos home: the hive society of parallelians and their cousins, the giants. First things first, it helps them understand the cosmos a little bit better. It also helped them develop calendars and the concepts of days and to coordinate time and planetary motions. It also helps them determine when to reap and sow the crop. The spheres also help influence and fuel their beliefs, superstitions, and divination. Some believe that the spheres have effects on the future and on the daily lives of citizens, similar to how horoscopes and astrology are common. Astrology is the pseudoscience and the belief that the stars influence our daily lives. So basically, some use the stars and the spheres of Kailusia even to help them predict future events. A perfect example from real life is the astrologer and seer Nostradamus, who used the planetary bodies of our solar system and the stars of the zodiac to predict the future. Astrology itself is commonplace nowadays, and I actually take a liking of it due to its aesthetic. Another superstition has to do with eclipses in the world of Lineaos. You see, the parallelians, depending on what country they live in, fear eclipses, believing that they shroud the world in darkness and turn things chaotic and make animals and themselves go insane. This belief is not too alien to our history, for at one time, eclipses during, let's say, the Middle Ages, and even in the ancient world, were seen to signal different events, and even deliver omens, mostly bad. One final detail I would like to add about these major spheres is despite them having the roles of suns, some believe that they are not just balls of burning fire and light. Some believe that beneath the light and fire itself are worlds of their own, having their own surfaces, atmospheres, seas, and possibly their own life and civilization. And if that is the case, that would be very fascinating, for there would be worlds within the world itself. So there you have it, guys. These are the major celestial bodies of the world of Lineaos. We will be talking about the lesser known and the minor celestial bodies that dwell within the cosmos in a future video. I hope you all enjoyed this video and learned something new. If you liked this video, please like, comment, share, and subscribe for more content relating to this world building project. And if you're curious, please visit my site down in the description below. I hope you all enjoyed, and stay safe and well. Stay tuned for a new video. Bye!